absolutely true because the keyboard keys are like this. When you press it, it goes down. So positive work you are doing. Understood?
Yes, sir. Sir, I got the mic at the first.
You got the mic at the first, so that's great. You can keep on like talking with me. It's fine. Like whenever you want to, you can get the mic. It's okay. You are enjoying the class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have any issues with the class? Are you understanding everything?
Yes, sir, sir. I want to take a revision, sir. Like you can take a revision thing, okay, sir?
I was also thinking about it. Like, I want to ask you students, and you can tell it to your mentors because I know that half yearly examinations are going and our syllabus is going pretty well. So, if you guys want a revision course to happen, you want to revise the previous concepts which you have studied, or you want to make sure that whatsoever is coming into your school's half yearly examination, if you are preparing for that, both objectively and subjectively, true, false, fill in the blanks, you can let me know in the comments. Or you can tell
Okay,
me, as hacker girl, you are
okay,
saying that like I should do it, but rest of you can tell me in the comments. Okay?
okay, sir.
So
Sir,
yes,
you are my science. Sir, in science, I have many favorites, sir. You are one of the favorite ones, sir.
thanks
Sir,
a lot.
my school teachers of EVS.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad to know that. So let's talk with Dikshit. Hi Dikshit.
Yes, sir.
Dikshit, see, like what happens, like I went for an eye surgery, just imagine, okay? And I'm so happy that I take my spectacles off and I throw it. So what type of work I'm doing? Positive, negative, or zero? I
Negative.
threw my spectacle. Negative. Why so?
Zero. Picture 2, you can't see.
I threw. It went like what type of work I'm doing? Positive, negative, or zero?
Zero.
Zero. See, let's discuss about the definition of work once again. Work is force into displacement, right? Like this is being displaced, this is moving. I'm applying force. So both the elements of work are there, so the work is positive. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's amazing. So shall we begin the class?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, let's begin the class. And you know, guys, I am having an interesting competition for you. I guess your mentor teachers have told you. So from today onwards, uh, like first thing first, like we will be having the like I am thinking of like I will plan a revision course for you so that you can excel well in your half yearly examination. So if you want a revision course, you can press one. Who is saying today I'm having birthday? Akshay Senapati is saying today is my birthday. Akshay, wishing you a very happy birthday. So you all need revision. So those of you who want to have a revision, please tell me the topics which are coming into your school examination. Like you can do that to your mentor teacher. You can write that in your respective groups. And in the upcoming times, okay, we will be having the classes based on revisions because our course is running pretty well. So I don't have any issues with the speed of this course, but I want you to excel in all the things. Okay, I don't want you to excel in my class only. I want you to excel in your school exams also. So those of you, be it CBSE, be it ICSE, be it state examination, please tell me the topics which are coming into your school examination so that I can excel in all the things. Fine? Yes or no? And I will let for answer also know that we will be revising as per your convenience. Because our point is we all want you to learn maths and science. And second thing, like we had student of the month in the last month, and I guess most of you have enjoyed it, right? So in the month of September, we are also going to like make our class like a game. So would you like to play a game in the class? Yes or no? Would you like to play a game in the class? So this game is like the entire class is being divided into boys and girls. Okay. So we have a team boys and we have a team girls. The number of quiz now is going to be more than 10 quizzes in a class. So you will be getting lots and lots of questions, and this time you don't have to improve your accuracy. Your accuracy will be like will decide if your team is going to win or if your team is going to lose. And even if you leave the class before the time, before the last bell rings, okay, your team will lose. So make sure, like, if suppose five boys are like leaving the class before the class ends, so in that particular case, the boys team will lose 5 points. Or suppose if five girls are leaving the class before the class ends, so the girls team will lose 5 points. So this time you have to work as a team. So are you ready for this competition? Yes or no? Boys and girls, tell me. Boys versus girls, right? So in the month of September, we are going to make you competitive. We are going to like bring some healthy competition between you, and we want you to compete against each other, revise all the chapters, and make sure that your team is going to win. So are you going to be the Virat Kohli of your team? Are you going to be the Cristiano Ronaldo of your team to lead your team from the front? Yes or no? Are you going to like, okay, suppose I'm giving an example of the girls team. So are you going to be the Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana of your team? No. Okay, that's great. So let's begin this class with some revision question, and after that we will revise work and energy. The first question for today's class, both the teams get alert. No cheating at all, and let's see who's going to answer it. These are the revision question from blow hot, blow cold. So this is asking you that name the instrument which is played by blowing the air: bean, guitar, sitar, or all. So you have just 1 minute to solve this, and your time starts now. Come on. Navya Gupta is saying, I love Ronaldo, sir. He is my favorite player. Even I love Ronaldo, but not Cristiano. I love Ronaldo Nazario from Brazil. So he was one of the best players of my times. Come on, students, your speed, your accuracy will decide your team's winning. So Naruto, Atharv, Free Fire, Divyansh, Joy, Radhi, Dheeraj, Anya, Ishank, Abhay, Raman, Janit K. Gowda, Anushka, Aditi, Tejas, Deepansh, Rocking Akshara, Sanvi, Parth, Navya, Arpit, Samriddhi. So in the top 20, we have 12 boys and just 8 girls. So in this question, boys are leading. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your time is up. The correct answer for this question is given by these students from your respective groups. So that's awesome. The correct answer for this is it's bean. So A is the correct answer, and team boys are leading in this question. So that's awesome. But it's just the first question. Don't start celebrating, because this is your entire month's performance. So make sure, like this, boys and girls both, you just make sure that your efforts are making your team win. The next question, are you ready? Are you ready? Yes or no? The next question is asking you that when do your heartbeat becomes the fastest? So it's during the sleep, it's during running, it's during sitting, or it's during eating. So this time it's an easy question, just 30 seconds to solve this, and your time starts now. Come on. So Naruto, Hacker Boy, then Atharv, Dheeraj, Swara, Real, Anushka, Diptansh, Anushka, Flash, Arushi, Shreyank, Pooja, Avi Gaming, Abhipsha Raut, Abhay Tejas, Sionia, Alia, Kushal, Divyansh, Janet, then Hasini, Mehak, Rudranshi. This time girls are winning. So out of the the top 20, we are having this time 14 girls. So girls, that's awesome. Kudos. And your time is up for this question. The correct answer from your respective group is given fastest by these students. So I congratulate you all for answering this quickly and correctly. The correct answer is, after we do running, our heartbeat becomes fastest, and team girls won in this question. So it's a tie now. So are you ready for the next question? Yes or no? Yes or no? So let's see who's going to answer this question quickly and correctly. Don't cheat. You don't have to write the answer in the comment section. If any team writes the answer in the comment section, and if me or the mentor teacher sees that, So we will deduct the points for that. So the next question is asking you that which gas is necessary for burning fire? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, or carbon monoxide? That's O2, CO2, NO2, or CO. So you have just 1 minute to solve this, and your time starts now. And see, as about this competition, you were not having any prior information today. From the next class, I will decide two captains for the boys teams and the girls teams, and their responsibility will be to check if your team members are cheating or not. So you will be having a huge responsibility on your shoulders. Okay. So make sure that you are performing well in this class so that you can get selected as the captain of your team. Okay. So based upon your performance in this class, based upon your homework submission rate, okay, I'm not saying that you have to answer all the homework correctly. I'm saying that you have to do your homework. So based upon all these parameters, you will be decided as your captain of your team. So two boys and two girls. 10 seconds remaining now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your time is up. The correct answer for this question is given fastest by these students. And this time, surprisingly, in the top 20, we have 10 boys and 10 girls, so it's a tie. The correct answer for this is oxygen, and both of them performed pretty well, so it's a tie. So are you ready for the next question? Yes or no? Yes or no? So let's go to the next question, which is asking you that the normal breathing rate is 8 to 20 per minute. It's a tough question. So let's see who is going to answer it. We have studied it in the previous class only. Blow hot, blow cold. 12 to 25 breaths per minute, 8 to 16 per minute, or 10 to 50 per minute. So as it's a tough question, I will give you points for that. You have just 1 minute to solve this, and your time starts now. Come on. Try to revise blow hot and blow cold. When we were discussing about anemometer, when we were discussing about the stethoscope, that time we have discussed about the normal breathing rate, which specifies when you run. And see, if any student goes out of the class, in between the class, if it is not due to the network error, you know that your point is going to get reduced. So this time you are not playing individually, you are acting as a team. So you should be perform like a team. You should swim and sink together. So just 5 seconds are remaining now to answer this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your time is up. The correct answer for this question is given by these students, and this time I can see that 12 girls and 8 boys. So team girls is leading in this question, and the correct answer for this is 8 to 16 breaths per minute. Please note it down if you have answered it incorrectly. The normal breathing rate is 8 to 16 breaths per minute, and team girls is leading. So then last question for revision. Are you ready to solve the last question? Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on, boys. You can make sure that you are like surpassing the lead of the girls. And this question is asking you that why the woodcutter was blowing into the fire? To extinguish the fire, to help it burn, just to enjoy, or to have smoke in his mouth. So you have just 1 minute to solve this. Try to recall the chapter, and your time starts now. Come on. Those students who have joined late, we are playing a game. Team boys versus team girls, and this game is like will be continuing in the entire month of September. So now you are not an individual, you are a team. So rules your friends will tell you, your mentor teachers will tell you. I request the mentor teachers to write down the rules in the comments so that the late joinees can read about them and they can know the disadvantages of leaving the class early. Come on, hurry up, your time is running up. And this time, The topper, like the fastest one to answer this is Ashvika, and surprisingly, by just 1 point, Team Boys is winning. So the correct answer for this question is the woodcutter was blowing into fire to help it burn, because you know that you take in oxygen, no, you just not take in oxygen, you take in air and you throw out air, which is in the same proportion by which the air is in the atmosphere. So 78% of nitrogen comes out, 21% of oxygen comes out. So the woodcutter was having the wet woods and he wanted to fire them. He wanted to help them burn. So that's why he was providing oxygen. So boys and girls, two questions, boys were leading, two questions, girls were leading, and one question was tied. So that's what the competition I want to see. This type of healthy competition I want to see. So that's awesome. So now let's begin with this chapter, the revision, what is work? So most of the people think that work is something like, suppose we are solving a problem. Suppose we are doing something, like suppose we are doing homework. So that's not work. Like suppose I'm like making an Excel sheet of your performance. So I'm not doing work. Although my organization is paying me for that, I'm teaching you, my organization is paying me for that, but that's not work. If I would have been the CEO of this company, all the teachers might have resigned because I would have told them that you are not doing any work. Why I should pay you? Right? So work is not this. Like if you are sitting and doing work, so that's not work. That's mental work, but that's not physical work. That's not a work according to physics. So what is work according to physics? Physics says that work is only said to be done when the force is applied and an object is moving. Even if the object is moving in the opposite direction of which, like where you are applying the force. Like many times you might have you ever seen a pulley? Like have you ever seen a well? In your villages or somewhere, like in the videos you might have seen a well. So well looks like this, isn't it? So well have to like a wooden structure, and in between that it's having a pulley. Suppose I'm standing over here, suppose this is me, okay, the stick man, and I am having the pulley like this, okay, and this is the bucket, this is the bucket deep down. So I am pulling the pulley in this direction, okay. When I pull the pulley, I am pulling it this direction, basically in the downward direction, and you can see the bucket is going in the upward direction. The direction of the bucket moving is just opposite to the direction where I'm applying the force. So am I doing positive work or am I doing negative work while pulling up the bucket? Positive or negative? Right? P for positive, N for negative. Absolutely true. Like if you are not making any angle, if you are sitting just over here and if you are pulling it down. So in that particular case, you are doing negative work. Can you just imagine you are lifting something up, but still you are doing negative work? Got it? Yes or no? Yes or no? So here you can see this figure illustrates an example of work being done. So that's how the work is being done. Okay. And basically what happens is like you can see that a man is pushing it forward and it's having a displacement. It's moving from its place to the next place. So this wooden block is moving from one place to another. So the movement, like if you shift one position, like suppose like right now I'm having this bottle. If I change its position from here to here, so this particular distance, like previously it was here. So if I mark this position with this pen and then I'm moving it from here. So this distance, it is called as displacement. Okay. When you are moving from this point to this point, so that is called as distance as well as displacement. So distance is something like which you cover and displacement happens in a particular direction. You will be learning about them in your class 9, but in basic physics, you just understand that it is called as either distance or displacement. There is a huge difference between both of them, but as of now, you are required to learn only these two things. So now let's move ahead and let's see if you can answer this. So can you tell me reading book is an example of work? Is it true or is it false? 1 for true, 2 for false. Tell me. So many of you are saying that it's an example of work. Yes, you feel tired while reading books, right? Like I'm also having very thick books with me. Everything is there in that almirah. So I keep on reading the books and I feel very tired. So yes, it is an example of doing work, right? But no, my physics teacher will say, no, you are not doing any kind of work. So basically, it's false. In the language of physics, it's false. Reading book is not an example of doing work. Understood? So we can say that work is only being done if the force is applied on an object. Please note it down. When you are applying force to an object, then you can say that work is being done. And when the object moves from its position, when it changes its position, okay. And now I can see that like five boys and three girls have left the class. So let's get points for the boys, 3 points minus for the girls. Okay. So if you're getting again and again, so you have to make sure that your team is not losing the unnecessary point. So basically, work is said to be done only if you apply some force and the object moves from its position. Okay, got it? Yes or no? So let's see how many of you can answer this. So as you lost your point for unnecessary things, let me give you some compensatory questions so that you can answer this question pretty well. So this question is asking you that reading books requires energy. Is it true or is it false? Here you can see her energy. So you have just 1 minute to solve this. Okay, not 1 minute, 40 seconds to solve this, and your time starts now. Come on. So boys are already in that particular case, you are required to perform pretty well. So team boys, buckle up. So Dheeraj is the topper this time. Anya, Triman, Janvi, Ridan, Sanvi, Hacker Boy, Flash, Nureto, Dipansh, Nonita, Aditi, Divyansh, Pavni, Joy, Zanet, Trouble, Nitya, Rudranshi, Taran Sanjay, Jain, Prakhyat. Amazing. So your time is up for this question, and this time 16 boys led the top 30 and made their team win for this question. The correct answer for this is B, false. So that's amazing, boys. You have understood the spirit of teamwork and you are understanding how to fight back. That's great. That's the spirit I want from you. So are you ready for the next question? Are you ready for the next question? So let's see who's going to answer the next question in the quickest time possible. So it's asking you that work done in raising a box, a platform, it depends upon how fast it is being raised. Like suppose if I'm having this bottle, I'm lifting it up. Okay. So in what condition the work done is dependent upon how fast I rose it, the strength of mine, like I am having muscles or not, or the height to which I have raised it, or my own height. So in what parameter it is depending upon? I told you it's dependent upon the distance. It is dependent upon the displacement. Just try to think, apply your mind, and just try to find the nearest possible solution for this question. Think, do some brainstorming because it will help you out in finding the solution of this question. Coin quiz it is, and your time starts now. Come on. You're doing it pretty well. And Atharv, boy, topped this time once again. Then the next two are Pooja and Mega South. Okay, the girls are there. And girls have buckled up in this time. I can see the list and I can see many girls are performing well to make sure that their team is not losing by boys. So that's great, girls. I need that spirit from you. This teamwork, okay, this teamwork lesson which you are getting in this class, it is going to help you out in your life. Like whenever you will be in school, you will be in college, or you will be even working. Working as a team requires a lot of efforts, requires a lot of coordination. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your own interest as well. So your time is up for this question, and this question, girls have compensated that by leveling it up 21 girls and just 9 boys in the top 30 who answered this question quickly and correctly. So the correct answer for this is it is dependent upon the height to which it is being raised. Got it? Yes or no? So now let's discuss about the unit of work. Many of you were having a confusion in the past question. Why? Because that question was from Olympiad. That question was something which I expected you to read, but still I will tell you. So just like these units, like times unit is second, distance unit is meters, speeds unit is kilometer per hour, and works unit is joule, or it is also Newton meter. Why it is called as Newton meter? Because work is force into displacement, right? Work done is equals to force into displacement. The unit of force is Newton. The unit of distance is meter. So this is Newton meter. Many of you will be saying that, sir, it's a spelling mistake. It's meter. Okay, so it basically in UK people write it like this, in US people write it like this. So both are the same. Okay. Speed is equals to distance upon time. So this unit of distance is kilometer and time is hour. So the unit of speed is kilometer per hour. It can be also termed as meter per second, but these are all in SI unit, in the standard international unit. Do you remember while talking about the friction, we talked about that the SI unit of friction is Newton, and the CGS unit, the centimeter, gram, and second unit of friction is dyne. Do you remember that? Do you remember in the chapter of friction we have discussed about it? So the unit of work is joule. In the SI system, in the international system, we classify the unit of work as joule. But if you talk about the CGS unit, okay, the CGS unit of work, it is ERG. It is also called as erg. Got it? Got it? Yes or no? So the SI unit of work, if someone asks you, it's joule. And if someone asks you what is the CGS unit, the centimeter, gram, second unit of work, so what it will be? It will be erg. Got it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Have you understood? Yes or no? Okay, so if you have understood it, if you have understand it, so let's try to answer the same question which was there in the homework, and this time let's see if you are able to answer this correctly or not. So the question is coming right in front of you, which is going to ask you a very simple thing, that is the unit of energy, or also called as work, because I told you that the unit of work and energy are the same. So that's why we are reading this chapter together. Joule, dyne, erg, or both A and C. So this time it's going to be a coin quiz because it's a typical question. Your time starts now. Come on. Once again, you are marking it incorrectly. I have discussed it with you right now. I've told you, be it SI unit, be it CGS unit. Okay, it's a unit. So what will be the correct answer? Think, think, think. As I was trying to say you in the last class, I have discussed about it that joule was there in your book, but in some books, in some state boards, I find it out that erg was also given. So I've changed the option for this, the correct option for this question. That's why many of you like marking it incorrectly. The correct answer for this question, which we have discussed right now, is joule and erg both are the units of energy. Joule and erg both are the energy of work. So D, both A and C is the correct answer. Now please note it down. See, in some books, as I have studied some books in the state books, like in UP board, in Odisha board, there are books in which it is written that the and the CGS unit of work is ERG. So in that particular case, you are required to learn both. In the Science Olympiad, if you get this question, the correct answer will be D, both A and C. So this was a confusing question. That's why I've given you the coin, and I will give you jackpot round of Oda coins right now for this good competition spirit for answering the question with full dedication. So would you like to get the jackpot round of Oda coins twice? Yes or no? So here I'm distributing them. Grab them all. Come on. And as I told you, jackpot round it is. So once again, I will be giving you the coins. So grab them all. Come on. So congratulations everyone for winning the jackpot round of coins. And this time, Team Boys won. So congratulations, boys. Once again, you are back in the competition. So as I told you that, like here you can see a coolie. Okay, coolie is lifting up huge loads on his head. So we can say that no work is being done. Okay, because it's being lifted up. Okay, if he's standing by lifting it up, he can get tired. Okay, he can get tired, but he's doing no work because as I told you that if something is at this position, like suppose if you are standing like this and if this is the ground, and if something is put just at the angle of 90 degree from the ground, like suppose this is the table, if something is lifted up like this, okay, in that particular case we will say that no work is being done. If you are moving up, if you are jumping, like if the coolie is lifting it up and he is trying to jump in a forward direction, in that particular case we can say that he is doing work. But for lifting it up, he is doing no work. So zero work. Okay. So let's try to understand these things with the help of the video. So let's see a video and let's try to understand the concept of force, work, and energy.
Our topic for today is force, work, and energy. Force is the push or pull applied on an object.
So if I'm pushing this or pulling this, I'm applying force. If I'm moving something, or if even if I'm not moving anything, if I'm trying to push or pull, so that's force.
It can move a stationary object or stop a moving object. Force can also change the speed and direction of a moving object. If enough force is applied, it can also change the shape or size of an object.
Like I must tell you, like when I was of your age, one day I was not studying. Okay, my father came and he gave me a slap, and the shape of my cheeks changed. Okay, so can we say that the like force applied can change the shape of an object? Yes or no? The shape of my cheeks. Okay, my cheeks got swollen, so I can say that like force can change the shape of the objects, right? So like when the first time I went for a boxing competition, okay, I got beaten up so much that I got a punch on my eyes and my eyes turned red, and for a few days I was like this. So the shape of my eyes got changed when someone applied a force on me. Yes or no? Yes or no? So force can change the shape and size of an object. Here you can see just like this.
When force is applied to an object, resulting in the movement of that object, work is said to be done. Work and calculated using formula work done. is equal to force into distance. The ability or the capacity to do work is called energy. The food that we eat gives us energy to do various activities.
So have you understood now? Have you understood the difference between work, force, and energy? Yes or no? So basically, when we are applying push and pull to an object, that is called as force. When we are moving that object, like right now, I'm not moving that object. I'm not unable to move the wall. So I'm applying force, but I'm not doing work. Right now, I'm having this mobile phone of mine. Okay, I am throwing it like this. So yes, I am applying force and that object is moving. So yes, I am doing work. And energy is my ability to do work. I can move this mobile. I'm having the energy to move this mobile, but I'm not having the energy to move this wall. So energy is your ability to do work. So these are the difference between force, work, and energy. Understood? Yes or no? Yes or no? So as we have discussed about these things, so let's discuss about the positive work, negative work, and zero work. So as we have discussed it already, so when you are moving, when you are applying the force, here you can see this man is applying force in the forward direction and the box is also moving in the forward direction. So in that particular case, we can say that positive work is being done. When the direction of force and the direction of distance, suppose this man is sitting over here, this man is standing over here, and then he is applying force in this direction, and then once again the box is moving in this direction only, then also the work is positive. Have you understood? When the direction of your force is same to the direction of the motion of the object on which you are applying the force, that is called as positive work. Got it? Yes or no? But many times we do something differently. Okay, we do something differently, like the gravity and friction does everything differently. So when you are applying the force, like for example, you are applying the force to stop a car. Okay, when you are applying the brakes, you are applying the force in the forward direction, but the car is getting stopped. When you are when you are experiencing friction, okay, you try to move forward, but the friction force is stopping you down. So in that particular case, we can say that it's negative work. Got it? Because the distance, okay, because the direction of force is like, suppose in like in this case, you can say that the car is moving in the backward direction, that's why it's slowing it down, and the direction of the force is in the forward direction. So both the directions are opposite to each other, that's why we can say that it is negative work. Got it? And then the classy case, the zero work. So when you are unable to move anything, when you are having anything at the angle of 90 degrees, just like I'm lifting up this bottle on my head. Can I lift it up? No, I cannot. Okay, suppose I'm lifting this up on my head. Can I lift it up? Yeah, I can. Oh, sorry, I cannot do the work. Like I'm doing the work. I wanted that I should not do any work. So right now, like I'm having like this. So I'm doing any work? Yes or no? Come on, tell me in the comments. Am I doing any work right now? No, I'm not. So that's positive, negative, and zero work. As simple as that. Understood? Yes or no? Okay, so let's see how many of you can solve this typical question. So this typical question is asking you that aeroplane is taking off. Aeroplane is moving up in the air. Work done by its weight. Weight, you know that gravity pulls you down. So weight is like the pull of gravity to your mass. Okay, so gravity is pulling it down. The aeroplane is going up. So the work done by the aeroplane is positive. Is this true or is this false? You have just 1 minute to solve this. No, not 1 minute. 30 seconds to 40 seconds to solve this. Coin quiz it is, and your time starts now. Fight for your team and make sure that your team is winning. This is a tough question. I've told you already. So try to think about it. Just try to imagine when weight is acting down and going up. So by weight, work done by weight is positive or negative. The more you can imagine the things, the more you can understand this particular topic. Come on, and as I can see that few students have left. Out of these, there are like 11 girls, so minus 11 for girls, and there are 18 boys, so minus 18 for boys. So boys, your team is making you lose, and this question is answered by, like, out of the 30, once again 17 girls have answered this question. So girls have compensated their loss, and girls are leading in this question. So boys, your team is making you lose. So are you ready for the next question? Are you ready for the next question? Yes or no? So let's see who is going to answer the upcoming question in the quickest time possible. So this question is asking you, just imagine the first case when we saw the coolie. So the work done by the coolie is positive, negative, zero, or God knows. Okay. So let's see who's going to answer this question quickly and correctly. Coin quiz it's going to be. You have just 1 minute to solve this. Think about it, and your time starts now. Come on. It's an extremely easy question. Girls are leading, boys. What are you doing? Do a and answer quickly and fastest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just 16. So 16 boys are there. But few boys have left also. So as there were 16 boys in the leaderboard, there were 16 boys in there, but few of them also left in between. Okay, so for that, -4 for boys, because 4 boys have left in between. So -4 for boys, making the team girls to win this competition today. So boys, you can see that few of your friends were not able to stay till the end. Because of that, you lost today. But it's fine. It's okay. Team girls, congratulations for winning. And team boys, in the next class, make sure that your team is not doing that. You all are required to make sure. See, you were the winners. Okay, you won this question. But as few of your students left this, girls are the winners. So congratulations, girls. And for this, I would love to give you both ODA coins. So are you ready to get ODA coins? Yes or no? So here I am distributing them. Grab them all. Come on. Feed by doing homework. So if you do homework in more proportion in that particular case, you will see that your performance will automatically, like the way your friends left the class in between. If in the next class, if your homework accuracy and your homework completion rate is more, in that particular case, you can get edge over the girls. So I will tell you in details about the rules of this competition. But first, let's get few more coins. So here I am distributing them. Grab them all. Come on. So boys, that's the spirit. I saw one comment that girls, this is your first and last win. So that should be the spirit. You should all compete against each other in a healthy way. So this is the leaderboard for today. So I congratulate you all who have answered all the questions correctly. I can see many godlike today. So congratulations to all the godlikes. Awesome. So I hope that you enjoyed today's class. In the next class, we will be learning about if you can tell me that if I should revise, if I should start the revision for your half yearlies, targeting your half yearlies, you can press 1. If you need revision for your half yearlies, you can press 1. And if you want me to go ahead with the course, you can let me know. Okay, many of you want revision. So I request you all that please don't forget to tell your mentor teacher about the syllabus of your upcoming examinations so that we can examine it and see. Believe me, I must tell you that like be it your mentor teacher, be it me, we all are like your family. Okay, so just like the way you come and tell your results to your family, just like the way you tell everything to your family, you can tell it to us also. So whenever you feel any difficulty, whenever you are feeling any kind of problems, you can tell it to us. We will be solving it well and good because we are a family. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching it. So that's it from my side. So see you soon. Till then, study hard, practice hard, and have an awesome day. Bye bye. Take care. Stay healthy. Stay awesome.